Howdy, everybody. This is Bryce Stubbers. Today, we're talking about anger. What do you do with it? It is a very human emotion. And emotion is energy in motion, as one of my teachers talks about. And he distinguishes between emotions and feelings. Emotions are the sensations in the body, and the feelings are the stories that I tell myself about that sensation. Now, when it comes to anger and what to do about it, we first have to define it. What is it? Anger for me is the heat, the friction that arises when I want to change something. It's a red flag that there's something going on in my life, in my relations, that I'm not okay with, whether it's in relationship with somebody else or in relationship with myself. Anger is a heat that's showing me that there's something that I want to change. Now, if I don't engage, if I do not act, if I do not willingly put forth the resources, and if I unwillingly accept the cost of enacting that change, then this anger is simply going to backfire into rage. It's going to be a setup for an explosion that's usually unconscious, that's usually just the straw that broke the camel's back, and we're still going to create change. But with rage, it's very messy. Now, with anger, the potential is that we move forward into a place of passion and into a place of creation. Without anger, there is no passion and there is no creation. There's no ability to create boundaries with myself, with those around me. There's no heat, there's no impetus, there's no movement to actually enact change. Now I know some of you are like freaking out. You're like, what? I'm not an angry person. Well, there's your anger. We all have anger within us somewhere, you guys. It's part of wholeness. Within the spectrum of wholeness is literally every single feeling, every single emotion. But it's about how we engage with it. It's about the meaning making that we create in relationship with that sensation. Anger is not a bad thing. And right now I'm distinguishing between anger and meanness. You know, meanness is a vindictive, punishing energy. And with it, there can be some anger involved, but we can be angry and we can express what we're not okay with without being mean, without being harmful. But it starts with being honest with ourselves, and from there, honest with those around us with, oh, I'm feeling something. What am I feeling? I'm feeling anger. Something's not sitting with me. Something is creating a friction with my value systems, with what I care about, and this is not going to work for me. And so, with that type of honesty, it creates an opening for a deeper level of vulnerability, of intimacy, and actually sharing and expressing what it is we value and what it is we want to create. That's how we move into passion. And that's how we move into creation, where we pair it with an action, with a doing. You know, but even expressing is a form of action, is a form of creativity. And so if you want to work with your anger in a healthy way, without backfiring and exploding into rage in the form of self-hate to yourself or towards punishing those around you, use that anger, use that irritation, use that frustration, that annoyance as a red flag to inquire, ah, what is it that I'm passionate about, that I care about, that I want to change? What is it about this dynamic that's not sitting well with me, that I want to be in the driver's seat, that I want to be on the front lines of consciousness, that I want to move with this moment and create with this moment? What do I want to create? Because we can use our anger to create beauty in the world and to create healing in the world. And there's a lot to be angry about in this world. There's a lot of injustice, a lot of betrayal, a lot of corruption, a lot of flagrant greed that's destroying our planet, our Mother Earth, as well as societies at large. Yeah, there's plenty of things that we actually should be angry about, that we need to stand up and use our voice to express. Starts with ourselves, starts with our near sphere, and that's how we get good at it, so we can actually step forward into a larger sphere and use our capacity for anger to cultivate fierce compassion. So there's a little glimpse on how to work with anger. More to come soon. Sending you all my love. Hare Om.